Good morning. Thank you for being here and joining me for this Flow and Glow class. I am really looking forward to getting into the back of the heart, really expanding and breathing into that space kind of between the shoulder blades. When we think of the heart, we often think of the center of the heart, and we come immediately to think of the space in the front. But it's the whole region, right? It's the whole area. There's a front, there's a back to it. That's the way it works. So I'm excited to get into this, tap into that sweet energy and releasing some tension around the back of the heart together. So to get started, maybe remove your socks if you happen to be wearing any. And we'll come into a tabletop position. We'll start here in tabletop, doing a couple cat-cows together, just starting to lubricate the spine by dropping the low belly, the belly low, and inhale, arching, become a Halloween cat. Drop the head low. Inhale, push out of the hands, really feeling the arms come tall, the chest out, belly down. And then as you exhale, curl in on yourself, sucking the belly in towards the sky, dropping the head. And then inhale, press up, looking forward. And last time, become the Halloween cat. Suck the belly in, arching the spine, tucking the tailbone. And then do something I like to call jungle cat. It's very freestyle. You just move the body fluidly through some cat-cow movements or through some undulations of the spine. You might need a little more space so you can move your hands farther forward. Play around. Try to find the nooks and crannies in your spine, your shoulders, your hips. I like to call it jungle cat, as I said, because it's this wild and free-flowing energy that you just ride on. You just let go, no inhibitions, no concerns. Just letting it go to find some freedom. Great job. From here, we'll come down to our bellies for Sphinx Pose. Elbows come in close to the body if that feels good to you. There might be some of you who need the elbows farther out from the body to kind of decrease the intensity on the lower spine. To increase, to turn it up, we go ahead and bring the elbows close to the body. Beautiful work. Press the tops of the feet into the mat, keeping the legs activated. And then on an exhale, look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, return. Exhale, right. Beautiful job. Then fold the body back towards a child's pose. Just gently sinking. Belly over thighs, maybe rolling the forehead. Arms nice and long. From here, come back up to tabletop, and this time walk the hands a little farther away. We'll do puppy pose, Anahatasana, also heart pose. Anahata is the heart. Drop the chin or the forehead towards the mat. You're trying to keep your hips over your legs, and then letting the heart drop low, either forehead or chin. A little challenging is chin. Have the arms nice and long. We're getting into that back of the heart region, inviting in spaciousness. Then from here, come back up, but we're going to interlace our hands together. Come to your elbows, and then come up into a plank position, a plank challenge that we'll hold here just for 5, 4, 3, great work, good job, 3, 2, and 1. Now walk the feet closer to the hands for Dolphin Pose. Feet close to hands. I mean, not tremendously close, just in this downward dog shape, but it's called Dolphin. Great work. And then walk the feet back out to plank, bend the knees, and come back into Child's. Really relax in Child's. Extending the arms nice and long, breathing into the belly. And we'll do that sequence one more time. Walk the hands out for Puppy Pose. Hands walk out. The hips stay over the knees. And then we drop to our chin or our forehead to the mat. Heart low, arms straight. Anahatasana. It's very intense. It's not a subtle sensation here. It should be loudly saying, on the back of your heart, here's where I am. That's the sensation there. And come up slightly so you can interlace your hands again for the plank. Totally fine if you need to do it on your knees. We'll just hold this together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the feet closer to the hands into that kind of downward dog shape, but on your elbows. Dolphin. So maybe this time you want to try to lift your right leg towards the sky. Just a challenge for balance. And then maybe switch so that the left leg goes up. Great work. Come back here to a child's pose, just for a breath. Big breath in and sigh it out. Let that softness in your jaw return, softness in your face. And push up to a downward dog. Maybe bicycling out the feet, lifting a heel, replacing a heel. Great job. And then go ahead and walk the feet towards the hands. We'll do Lupada Hastasana by taking both of our hands and kind of slipping them underneath the feet. It's a really straight slip. I'm bending my knees pretty dramatically here so that I can get all the way down to the wrists pressed on the mat. From here, release the tension from your head, from your neck. Let it go. Let it fall down. And then slowly work on straightening the legs. Big breaths in and big breaths out. Feeling that giant awakening in the hamstrings. Feels awesome. And let go of the hands from the feet. Leave the feet where they are, about the distance of the hips. And now interlace the hands behind the back. Launch the hands overhead. Release. Release the tension from the neck. Let go. Don't hold the head up. And then bend your right knee and dip your right shoulder towards the knee. Come back to center and then dip your left shoulder towards your left knee. And then repeat the process, just bending right knee, bending right shoulder, bend left knee, bend left shoulder. Just repeat a few times. It feels so fantastic again in the back of the heart region, in the shoulders, releasing pent up energy, anything stale, anything unwanted. It's going to release, coming out. And release the hands down, hang heavy. Big inhale, sigh it out. Then roll on up. Shoulders up, back and down. Now, open the arms wide, like you want to hug the room. And then inhale the hands up. And then exhale the hands forward, back where we were. But this time we're doing a standing split. So we're going to take the right leg up into the air. And it certainly doesn't look like a splits for me. Not at all. It's just getting the right leg up, balancing on the left. Both hands support on the ground. Maybe you take one hand and wrap it around the ankle, trying to get the head, the chin, the forehead towards the opposite leg. And then come down by bending that back knee that was just floating in the air, bending it to the mat, and crossing the left foot in front. So now I'm in Ardha Matsyendrasana. So the bent knee is on the bottom, bent knee on top, right's on top, left hand behind, and we're doing the spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Exhale, twist, pressing the elbow into the thigh, the meaty part of the thigh, so that we can look behind us. Focus on the twist being in the entire spine. Look behind you as much as you can and really try to exhale all breath out of the body. Let it all out and release. Then come back up into a standing splits, moving the hands forward, lifting the back leg up to the sky, balancing. We're on the left foot balancing again. And then drop both feet together. Inhale, look up, just on the fingertips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. We'll go through one vinyasa to wash away any tension that was created during that challenge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana, hands towards the ground. Inhale, look up. Plant the hands and step back into a plank. We're either going to lower to our bellies or into chaturanga, looking in front of us. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, over the toes into a downward dog. Relax here. Focus on getting the chest towards the thighs, even if you have to bend your knees to get there. Chest towards the thighs. And then inhale, walk the feet forward, keeping them together. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise the arms all the way up and down through the center. Great work. We're going to now inhale the arms wide like we want to hug the room. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And then this time for standing splits on the left leg floats up. Certainly, again, looks nothing like a splits. That's okay. It's just the intention we're going for here. Maybe try with playing with one hand on the ankle, just to extra challenge our balance. And then take that leg that was in the air, bend it, put it on the mat behind the other foot, drop all the way to the ground. And here we are, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right arm goes up to be behind the body, left arm pushes against the thigh so that we can twist to look behind us. I love this pose. I love going deeper into the twist on each and every exhale, really releasing it, really letting it go. Done a lot of work. It feels great to sit as well. And I feel this really intensely for me in my glutes, actually, and in my shoulder, kind of, my left side. On an inhale, come forward, standing splits again on this side, launching that left leg skyward. Hold and just enjoy the stability in this balance challenge. Bring both feet back together. We're going to look down at our feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hands down through center. And now we'll do tree pose together. Nice balancing challenge. We're going to take our right foot. Let's just do it here on the ground, hands on hips, and if you feel comfortable to move it underneath the knee. We're never putting it right on the kneecap. It's going to be underneath or above. Whatever works for you, just not hugging the kneecap. I know it's tempting. And from here, whoop, balance is hard, especially when you're talking. It's always so humbling. We're going to do Lotus Mudra by making a big outreached flower with our hands. Beautiful symbol of the beauty coming up through the murky darkness. And just hold, breathe, wobble. All's good. And release. Beautiful work. Shake it out. Definitely a challenge. We'll do the other side, toe to the mat. Explore getting that foot on the leg, never on the knee. And then if you want to try going above. Again, wiggle, wobble, and come into Lotus Mudra. Hands in a big outreached flower. And inhale and exhale. And embrace the challenge, feeling every toe grip the floor, feeling the wind wanting to blow you over. It's a tree. It does wave in the wind. Beautiful work, and we'll release. We'll do one last challenging for our balance. We'll do Dancer's Pose, a beautiful, beautiful asana. Take your right hand, and it's going to catch the outer edge of your foot. So I'm catching the outer edge, or yeah, I'll catch the inner edge. The inner edge of my foot, actually, where the arch is. Then the left arm comes skyward. Find your balance. And then exhale, tilt forward, back leg rises. Relax, breathe, and release. Great work. A nice challenge for that lower back, isn't it? We'll do the opposite side by putting our left hand to catch the arch, the inner part of the foot. Draw the knees towards each other. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, slowly, slowly forward. Find the balance. Find the point to look at. Embrace the challenge. And release. Great work. Inhale, arms to hug the room. Big inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Oh, it feels so good to fold after that. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold again. Enjoy the fold. And then let's move our feet out into Malasana. It's about the distance of the mat, toes pointing to the side, toes are out. And then I'm going to push using the strength of my elbows and my arms into my, my inner legs. This is pretty challenging, especially if you aren't used to doing this position. You can always put a pillow or a rolled up towel underneath your heels. I like to keep my hands in prayer. And while I'm not doing the perfect example of it, but it's nice to keep your spine nice and straight versus the yin pose where you really curve your spine like this in Malasana. It's nice to keep that very active here when we're doing a yang practice by pushing into the thighs and keeping the heart open, the chest open, spine long. All right, drop to the mat. Great work. We'll do Janu Sirsasana here, a head to knee pose. Take the right leg and bend the right leg and press it against the inner groin. The goal is to get it really close to the pelvis and place nice and flat if we can. We'll inhale up and exhale. Reach towards the front of the room. Don't even think about your toes yet. We're reaching forward. And then we'll release our hands towards our foot, our heads towards our knees, just in that general direction. No pressure, no judgment. Embracing and accepting whatever comes today, knowing it will be different than tomorrow or the day after. Everything changes. No need to criticize yourself or even consider it. There's no goal here other than to breathe. Gently release, dragging your hands slowly along the mat. Enjoy the sensations. And then switch sides, the opposite leg. And remember again, close to the pelvis, tucking nice and in. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, reaching for the front of the room, reaching forward. And then slowly continue to hinge forward and get towards the foot. Wherever you are is just fine. Drop the head towards the knee. And inhale and exhale. It's all right to keep a slight bend in your leg. There's no pressure to have straight legs here, not at all. No competition. Protect the body, protect the joints, and embrace the challenge of this. Embrace how it feels. Hamstrings will always be tight, especially in the mornings. It's so important to wake them up for the day. We'll let go, dragging our hands slowly next to the mat. Great job. Both legs out nice and straight. Just bounce them a few times. Let that feel good. We'll lay down on our backs, and we're going to catch our, keep our right knee bent in towards the chest. Right knee, press it towards the thigh and towards the chest as much as you can. Feel how good that feels, drawing that in. And then grab a hold of using your peace fingers, your big toe. Your big toe is hooked with 2 fingers, and then let the foot kind of come out to the side, opening the hip. It's half happy baby. Ardha Ananda Balasana, fun to say in Sanskrit. So with the foot facing the sky, the knee will dive towards the mat. Of course, my knee is not touching my mat, not touching the earth. I would have to roll my whole body to get that to happen, and that's not the goal. The goal is to have the intention of the knee going towards the mat, very intense in the hips, and then we'll release that out nice and long and feel the difference. Feel and notice in your legs and your hips. Then we'll do the other side, hugging in, just hug the left leg in. Let that feel good. Then using your peace sign fingers, hook onto your big toe and let that leg come out to the side. And my leg is still very much so bent. The bottom of my foot, the sole goes towards the ceiling, the knee goes towards the mat. That's the intention of the pose. The energy is moving in that direction. Breathe deeply. Relax. Let go. And let go of the leg. Lie nice and long. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears and feel in the body what just happened. Just acknowledge it. Send some love down into your hips. Send some breath. And now bend both of your knees and hug them both like into a little ball. Maybe roll from side to side gently. Hug very tightly though. Hug nice and tight. So hopefully the thighs go close to the chest. At least that's the intention. Be a little ball. And now keep a hold of the right leg. hugged, but let the left leg not go straight and long, but let it connect to the mat. The sole of the foot, so the knee is bent. We're keeping the right leg hugged. And from here, we're going to let the right leg make the shape of a 4 onto the opposite leg. We're going to pop that into the air, the whole shape, just like this. Then reach through the hole that the arm created, so the leg created, the right arm through the hole. And then grab a hold either of your thigh, behind your thigh, or on top of your shin, and hug the shape towards you. Reclined Pigeon Pose. Another big stretch into the hips. And just enjoy this feeling. Nice and tight breathing. My eyes are closed. I invite you to flutter your eyes closed as well. If you need to readjust your top foot, you're welcome to readjust. You can flex your top foot, dorsal flex, so the toes go toward the knees. It's said to protect the kneecap, but it would just be the fascia that's affected. And then slowly release the shape. Everything goes nice and long. And again, maybe put your hands on your belly and feel what just happened. Notice the subtle energy moving through you. And now we'll bend both our knees. We're going to hug that left knee into our chest. The right leg stays where it is, bent, sole on the ground. And then place that left leg on top of the right, making the shape of a 4. And then pop that shape into the air and reach through the hole that the legs created and either grab the back of the thigh or the front of the shin so we can draw that shape closer to our chest. With this hugging sensation, this drawing the self closer to the self, we're inviting a bit of self-inquiry, curiosity, exploration. We're definitely diving into the depths today, the dark depths of the hips and behind the heart, seeking to release tension and to pay attention also. Pay attention to things that can be often overlooked, not thought of, not looked after. Now gently release this shape, let it go nice to the mat. Bounce the legs a few times and then enter into Shavasana. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe shift the hips from side to side. Maybe do anything you need. Grab a blanket if you need. And then just gently, gently close your eyes if you wish. Palms face the sky. Keep the palms in the position of receiving energy. And let out a big sigh. Inhale. And as you sigh, I hope you felt the back of your heart connect even more to the mat. I hope you could feel the movement there. Let's try that again. Inhale. And with that sigh and that connection, the back of the heart, the release of tension, the release of any burden that was tucked back there, that was hidden there, we invite that to just disappear, to just float away like a dark smoke, like a fog. One more time, we'll inhale and sigh together to release that dark smokiness out of the back of our heart and down into the mat, down, down into the earth. Inhale together and sigh. Letting go. Now we'll continue to inhale and exhale. A couple more breaths here in Shavasana, relaxing together. Feeling light, feeling at ease. And gently wiggle your fingers and toes and waking the body up again. Stretch in a big good morning stretch. I like to point my fingers and toes opposite directions. Bend the knees, roll to the side of your choice. Hug your body in a little cradling position, little love here. Then push the body up into a comfortable seat. We'll take our hands together in prayer, bow slightly to the earth as we wish that all beings would be peaceful, all beings would be happy, and all beings would be led on the right path, free of suffering and free of sorrow. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. We'll lift our bodies and straighten our bodies with our hands connected in prayer and pressed against the front of our heart. We express gratitude for the gift of having a compassionate heart. We invite all tension to be released, all darkness to be let go of, so that we may be at peace. Together, we'll close the class together by saying Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me and for releasing that energy of the heart in the back of the heart. It can be difficult to do that. There's a lot that we can carry back there. So thank you for your bravery and thank you for your vulnerability. I'm going to click the exit class button so that we can hopefully chat after this.